My name is Joy James. Welcome to the channel. This channel was created to inspire, to motivate, and to encourage us. Okay, and it speaks a lot about health topics, okay, in our everyday life. All right. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. All right. Thank you. My name is Joy James. Welcome. Today we're going to talk about cerebral palsy. See how best to manage it with its symptoms, okay, as caregivers. All right, let's dive in. So what's cerebral palsy? Cerebral palsy is a neurological disorder that affects one's movement, one's
The cerebral palsy phase.
And it is caused by an injury to the brain before, during, and after the birth of a child. Okay, it can also be diagnosed at birth and also early adulthood. All right.
They're
So as
my
caregivers,
sons.
we always are faced with challenges of knowing how best to be able to manage the disability. Okay, and so because of that, cerebral palsy can be dealt in every child. Every child having such a disability can be dealt with differently. Okay, so there's no straight cut to it, but to see how best to manage the disability differently, because the traits can be diagnosed differently from one person to the other. We've got symptoms like people fidgeting. Okay, we've got symptoms of people having shaky hands. Okay, we've also got symptoms of people having speech difficulty. All right, we also have symptoms of epilepsy, seizures. All right, these are different symptoms. Okay, so once it's identified, it is best to reach out. Okay, not to be overlooked, but to reach out. All right. Okay, now as caregivers, we have got a lot on our hands, because a study has shown that the continuous lifting of a child that's got cerebral palsy can affect you as a caregiver. Okay, and also it also causes postural imbalances. Okay, because the lifting of a child that's got cerebral palsy can affect one's backside. So therefore, you have caregiver facing pains, okay, all over the body, also having issue of being cut out of life because of taking care of a child, okay, or a loved one that's got cerebral palsy. Okay, so how best do we manage this, okay, as caregivers who has got cerebral palsy of a loved one? Okay, so some time back I had a friend who had a 4 years old child, okay, who had cerebral palsy, and it was quite challenging because you find her carrying the child anywhere she goes to. She's going to the toilet, she's got to carry the child. She's going to the kitchen, wherever she goes to, she's got to carry the child. Okay, and it was quite difficult because you find her having cut out of life. Okay, because her life and everything is built around the child. Okay, so how best do we manage them? How do we support cerebral palsy caregivers? So the best way to support them, first of all, is advising of physiotherapy. Okay, physiotherapy helps, okay, to deal with it. All right, so that's the first stage, and then another stage is also um going outdoors. All right, yes, as caregivers, we can hook up with people outdoors. Okay, we can go to different places outdoors just to take off the stress off our shoulders. Okay, yeah, you can also depend on family and friends, okay, to also help with the child. Okay, so you can also have a bit of a fresh air. All right, and then another thing again is exercise. We can also help with exercise as well as caregivers. All right, so as to support them. Okay, and then apart from that, it's also encouraged, okay, that we take time out, all right, as caregivers once in a while. All right, so it doesn't break us down. All right, so these are different ways we can be able to manage cerebral palsy, and like I said earlier on, it's managed in different ways based on the severity of the disability. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. It promises to encourage, promises to motivate and to inspire. Thank you for watching.